guys. I am Charity, aka NiceComps. I am a reseller out of South Austin, Texas, where the weather does not look like Texas. Although I'm hoping it doesn't get too crazy warm. I got some banger, insane, awesome, amazing community sales to go to this weekend. So I'm really excited. I see you, Scoob. Oh, I'm sorry. Is this something? Hey, while you're here, Zay, I have your stickers that I am going to put up on the wall. We can't not have your stickers. Here we go, yo. On my way to a meeting with Sawyer Live. I love you too, babe. Putting up your stickers today, Scoob. Putting them up. We got to get our alignment up here. Rocking that coming hot, yo. Have a fantastic meeting. I'm guessing it's for coming hot. All right, we're going to get this one up here. Dizzy, what is going on? We are just putting up Isaiah's sticker right next to mine. Scoob, I got to get you a sticker. We're putting up his coming hot stickers up here on the back, yo. And then we're going to get some shipping done. So if you're on Instagram and you don't understand what's going on, I'm usually live over on TikTok. However, I got a big fat banana over there because TikTok does not like you talking about things that don't make them money. And I like to talk about things that help other people make money. And TikTok doesn't like that. So we're saying, TikTok, yo, you're out of here. And we are going to focus on YouTube and Instagram. So if you're on Instagram and you haven't had a chance to visit us over on YouTube, I would definitely suggest subscribing to us. We do a lot of content over there. Hey, Jess, I just got to pop up on YouTube. We're also messing around with our bit rates and stuff, so bear with me, guys. It says bit rate is 23,297.56 kbps higher than recommended, which I'm assuming is a lot. All right, getting this up here. Just trying to get all these stickers up. I'm trying to do it without putting my glasses on, which is obviously not being successful. Diz, give me just a second here. We're going to get started. We are having a busy morning, getting auto insurance quotes, planning out garage sales, hanging up stuff to, oh my goodness, I can't get that one off. I can't get that one off and lower it. All right. So we're putting those up. I also, Zay, if you're still here, I don't know if you're still here, but I came across this little sticker, this little giraffe, and it reminded me of Grammy. So I'm putting this up on the wall too. Oh my goodness. This is what happens when you resell and you clean things. You don't have any fingernails. All right, there we go. Perfect. We got to put mom up here. We got to put, honey, we got to put mom up here by me and Scoob. Look at how perfect that is. Look, honey. It's me and Scoob and Grammy.
I love it.
I know, it's perfect. All right.
And The Last of Us.
And the last. Where? Oh, that's Vanessa, the kitschy mushroom.
No, and the giraffe. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and the giraffe. Yeah. That's funny. All right, here we go, guys. We are doing shipping today. So this is going to be everything that's sold on eBay. Do we have any? I think we had one on Poshmark, Depop. No Mercari, because let's just face it, Mercari RIP is a little graveyard. And we just sold something else, so I'm going to have Justin get that out of the other room. All right, we're going to get started here as soon as he can get this figured out. Man, we just have had so many issues. Coley, what are you doing? What are you doing, Coley? We have had so many issues with our bit rate, Justin. She's so loud all the time.
Yeah, usually you're screaming at a screen. Now you have a person who's right here with an ear hole.
Your ears, after 15 years of being together, should be incredibly used to that.
They're like calloused. I didn't know eardrums could get calloused.
I mean, you do wear headphones every day, all day anyways.
Yep, they're not for listening. They're for the sound.
Out.
Yep, for the sound muting.
Oh, I know about your little... I can't hear you because my headphones are on.
Okay, well,
what's up, Essentially Erica? Elo Chase, welcome in, you guys. Right, so, like I said, if you're new to me over on Instagram, I haven't spent a whole ton of time on Instagram in a long time because I've been over on the old TikTok. But TikTok is a jerk, and TikTok said, you can't go live anymore for unregulated goods and dangerous activities. The dangerous activities were garage sailing and talking about brands people can purchase to make money online. I know I'm a real dangerous kind of gal. But you know what? It's TikTok's world and we just live in it. So I am choosing, they're going to maybe give me my live privileges back. But I don't really care because I think I'm over it. I just, I like going on TikTok to watch some videos. I like saying hi to my friends over there, but the amount of stuff that you can't say, the amount of things you have to say, things like link dinketer and bio wyo, and you have to say smile was on, because you can't say the real words. And I want to say link, bio, Amazon. So moving on. Okay, let's get this going. So the first thing we've got here sold over on eBay. And Justin, I did just sell something else if you want to pull that. And it is a pair of Viore men's performance joggers. Now, this brand for me is a 100% pickup. I will pick it up at, just about any price, if I'm being honest. So here's what the tag looks like. Looks like this, Viore, that's how you spell it. And this brand just sells, the sell-through rate on this is like absolutely bananas. So we paid, I think he wanted 10 for these at a garage sale. I think I talked him down to 7, which even at $7, I mean, that's a no-brainer. These sold for over $40 over on eBay. So I will do that air day, all day, pick it up. Viore whenever I can find it. It is a definite hot brand right now. I would definitely advise picking it up. Something. Yeah, let me look. SKU number 1351. All right, and then we're going to include a little sticker in. Now, I normally have adult size stickers. However, I accidentally purchased these. Somehow they ended up in my cart and I purchased the wrong ones. So I've ordered the real big sizes again, but these are cute. This one says, Year 1 Smart Cookie. Obviously, these are supposed to be for, like, teachers to hand out to their students, but I'm handing it out to customers online. So everybody's getting funny little stickers here, cute little small stickers until I can get back to the regular ones. So silly. So silly. Alrighty. Perfect. And if you guys are over on YouTube and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and then also turn on your notifications so you guys don't miss it. I've had probably 15 people reach out to me on TikTok asking I just can't tell when you're alive. And I'm like, you gotta, and I put up a video today over on TikTok if you see it. You have to go into YouTube, you gotta click on subscribe, and then it'll pop up and ask you if you want your notifications. A lot of us have our notifications turned off, so it'll redirect you into your notification setting in your phone, and then just turn the notifications on there. So I know it's kind of a little extra step, but it is worth it if you want to come hang out. Mr. NiceComps, thank you, as always, for syncing that. What does just one more chapter say? That's kind of adorable. It is kind of adorable. And it's a cookie. Who doesn't like cookies? If you don't like cookies, I don't want to talk to you. Oh, God, I miss carbs. Okay. All right. So, yeah. So, these sold for $41.60 over on eBay, probably because of Nifty. So, if you guys have not used Nifty yet, Nifty is a cross-listing software. I really consider it like my virtual assistant. It literally is doing all of my listings for me, all of my cross-listings for me, all of my delists and relists, sending out offers. It literally does all of that. For instance, I was able to, so we had a crazy busy day yesterday. I had a bunch of stuff to do besides just reselling. And I spent like an hour and a half on a Whatnot Live with Dee. Now, amongst all of that, I still got 30 pictures and was able to get 30 items listed yesterday because of Nifty. If you look back at my videos like 4 months ago, 5 months ago, and I talk about wanting to get a certain number of things up, if I could get 20 up in a day, I felt like an actual literal superhero. Now with doing Nifty and having it do the majority of the AI listing and all of that, finding the items for me, all of that, It's just so much faster. And Nifty just announced Etsy today. Etsy is now officially out on the Whatnot platform, from what I hear from a good friend, Surf. So if you guys are Etsy sellers, you now can get Nifty. If you haven't tried Nifty, you can go to the link in my bio, try it for 7 days for free. If you like it, stick around. You get $15 off your first month. It's totally worth it. So just one more says, if you put the notifications on, it will even tell you 30 minutes before the live, so you're ready for it. Ooh, that's cool, Just More. I didn't know that. Fantastic. Wonderful. Thank you so much. I didn't know that. So interesting. Yeah, so if you haven't done that yet, and I'm going to try to I'm toying around trying to do an idea of going live kind of at the same time every day. I'm attempting. I'm really hard to lock down on a schedule because my ADHD is just so crazy that I get anxiety when I have things coming up. So I don't know. We're playing with the idea. All right. So these sold over on eBay. We're going to go ahead and see what the weight is on these. If it's under a pound, we're going to ship them straight from eBay. If it's over a pound, we do pirate ship. It is under a pound, so we are going to ship them straight from here. So let's see. We paid, this is going to Steve in Wisconsin. And Steve paid $6.99 for shipping. We're paying $5.31. So that kind of offsets a little bit of the fees and or the original price. I mean, we still easily made like $30 on these in profit. And that's what I'm telling you guys, Viore is just a pickup for me, especially if it's new, it tags, that's we're not even talking about that. But if it looks new and the tag is still there, if the tag's not there, might depend on the price. Because people that are buying higher end stuff like that want to have the tags on there. It's like trying to sell, Ralph Lauren without a Ralph Lauren tag. It's just, you're probably not going to be able to do it as easily. So, all right. So we're slapping that on there and putting that in our bag. All right. Let's see. What is the next thing that we sold here? Oh, good. Dizzy said her YouTube notification worked perfectly today. That's good. That's interesting, Diz, because I've had a couple people tell me that they have notifications on, but they weren't getting them. And I think, so here's what I think, because I didn't notice this with my notifications. I am subscribed to Chris at Peak, and I don't get notifications for his videos. So I was like, So when I was making a video earlier today for you guys to show you how to subscribe, I went over and I unsubscribed from him so I could resubscribe just so I could see the process. Because on my end, I can't subscribe to my own self, right? So I had to do it on someone else's account. So I went over and I noticed when I hit unsubscribe and then I hit subscribe again, then I got a pop-up at the very bottom that asked me how I wanted to get the notifications. And when I clicked on it, it took me over into my settings. So I realized in my settings, somehow I had completely turned all that off. So I think that's what's happening with other people. I have a sneaking suspicion. I don't know how those got turned off. They didn't used to be. So something happened on some update or something. Okay. Next thing we've got here. This is a brand I had never heard of before. It's definitely a small label brand. However, I got it, one, because of the tie-dye print. And then two, it's got, if anyone knows, that is a marshmallow right there. So it's got a little marshmallow-esque thing on the back there. It's from 2018. I knew it wasn't going to sell for much, but I picked it up at a drive-by garage sale. I call those drive-bys are the ones that people have 8 shirts up, and you're just driving by and you're like, is that a garage sale, or am I going to go creep in someone's garage? Turned out it was a garage sale. I got it for $1. And it sold for, let's see, I think it sold for 13. Sold for 13. So this is super cool work. I'm telling you, these people are going to get these stickers and just be like, this person must be a teacher. Alakanka, welcome in. Good to see you. Or Ale Kanaka. Oh my goodness. I said your name so wrong. I probably still said it wrong. Because that is what we do. We say the names wrong because I can barely read them. Unless they're really straightforward. All right. Put this in. And I make my packages as small as I can. That way I can save on my shipping. This is going to be 8 ounces as per usual. Because they are always 8 ounces for those t-shirts that are like that. So we are going to pay $4.57. This is going to Nicole in Alabama. We're paying $4.57. She paid $5.99. Covers our original cost for a total profit of about $11 on this one. So not bad, not bad. That's $11 we will take to a garage sale tomorrow. Yeah, we've got one community sale that's closer to Austin. It's like southwest Austin area, I believe. And then, or maybe it's southeast. I can't remember. I'll have to look on the maps. So we got one community sale tomorrow there, but then we've got a big community sale down here in what I consider like the rich part of town where the houses are that I can't afford. And so we're going to go check that out. I met a guy online. You know, we're always making connections. I met a guy on Facebook, and he used to sell vintage clothing. I've had a couple of these guys recently, actually. He used to sell vintage clothing, and it sounds like maybe he's like had a kid and his wife doesn't want all the stuff in the garage anymore or something like that. So he's having a major garage sale. So I messaged him and said, hey, I saw you're doing a garage sale. You know, I would potentially be interested in buying a very large amount of it. If it's something, if you're looking to sell like as a bulk wholesale situation. And he said, yeah, come on by. So I'm going to head there really early tomorrow before anybody else can get there. And then that way I can, and I've done this before at garage sales where I get there and I'm like, okay, I want all of this. So can you just close the garage sale down and I'll just take all of it. I did that with a pair of shoes, with a person that had shoes. I was like, I want everything that is on this table. So let's just close this whole down. And sometimes you just got to be a little brave and say those things. But man, the amount of money we've made off all those shoes is insane. Wait, why do you go live on TT anymore? So I've been busy. Nicole, so we were out doing a couple weeks ago. We were doing that all day garage sailing, which I'm starting to do. So that I can all day garage sale for you guys on Whatnot. I run things just straight from my car. So people can purchase things. Well, my idea was to do the first one on TikTok just to kind of warm everybody up to the idea of what I was doing. And TikTok did not like that it thought I was selling unregulated goods because TikTok is a business. TikTok is the most business-minded social media that's out there, especially right now because, you know, they're trying to sell their platform. So they're trying to get as much revenue as they can coming in. Plus, a lot of their stuff is shipped from China, and we have the tariff situation coming in play. So they're trying to make as much money as they can, as quick as they can, so that their shareholders are happy, everyone's happy, and so that it can potentially get sold. Because of that, they are just cracking down on people so heavily right now. So if you even remotely seem like you're selling anything over there that isn't something from your TikTok shop or for an affiliate thing, they crack down. So it had gotten so bad the last few weeks, we'd been getting like our little restriction thing. So when you go live over there, if it doesn't like what you do, it'll put a little thing up that's like, you've been restricted for 10 minutes. Would you like to accept this? And so you used to be able to say no, and then you could appeal it afterwards. That wasn't happening anymore. It was just automatically doing that, which then suppresses the number of views that people can see you at. And then on top of that, that little puzzle piece, there's a puzzle piece thing that you've got to fill out. It's gotten really, really picky about getting it filled in perfect. You'll notice a lot of TikTok creators over there are like, ugh, and they're trying to put the puzzle piece in over and over again because it's gotten so picky about it. I mean, TikTok's literally trying to train us all how to like be like perfect, accurate puzzle makers, I'm convinced. So it was doing that. So the last 2 weeks before I got bananaed, I was getting those restrictions. The minute I started, it was almost immediately. And then the puzzle piece, it was having me fill out that puzzle piece like every 5 minutes. So I knew something was being weird with my account just based on the crazy amount of uptick of that. And then when we were out garage sailing, we're just doing our thing and then just bloom, it just immediately shut off. And it was like, your ability to go live has been permanently restricted. You can try to appeal this. I appealed it. It was denied in like 4 seconds. And then once it was denied, we got another notification later that night that said, if you want to try to potentially get this back after a 14-day period, we had to take this course. We had to like pop up this thing with all these things out. We had to like fill out this quiz. It was insane. Justin wound up doing it because mama ain't got no patience for that stuff. So we filled it out. And then the notification we got back said that we would potentially have our live capability back in 2 weeks, which would be tomorrow would be 2 weeks, at tomorrow night or Sunday or something. Here's the deal though. I'm going to be totally honest with you. The amount of time I have put into doing TikToks and trying to help the community and be a part of it and just hang out with everyone has been wonderful. But the headache of all the other stuff, that it just doesn't make it worth it. Between the puzzle pieces and the constant restrictions and the suppressing of my account, between the violation issues and trying to get appeals and do all of that, I don't think it's worth my sanity to continue to try to do that. So I know a lot of creators, I mean, K-Way doesn't go live on TikTok. There's a lot of successful creators out there that don't go live over there. And I think more and more people are getting fed up with how crazy it's got. You have to say things like link dink it or bio. You can't talk about Amazon. You can't talk about shopping at Walmart. You can't talk about buying your kids' clothes. There's so many things you can't talk about because the minute you say a brand or the minute you talk about anything and it thinks you're selling something, you get a restriction. And it doesn't happen for the first couple months you start going live. It starts kind of happening after you get the ball rolling. So a lot of people will do backup accounts and do all of that. I'm not going to do all I'm a full ass grown woman. I don't need to play the game just so I can get coins and flings. And I'd rather be able to be over on YouTube where I can say what I want to say and feel like my authentic me and have conversations with you guys without a lot of your comments getting dulled. Southern sent me a message yesterday. She said, had commented something really, really nice on one of my posts about my mom being proud of me. And it literally blocked her and restricted her comment, which is insane. So she had to screenshot it and then send it over to me on Instagram. And she's like, I just want to let you know I commented this. And I was just like, that's insane to me. So thanks, Nicole. Yeah, so I am just transitioning. I'm going to be live over on Instagram as much as I can, and then primarily on YouTube. YouTube's easier for me. I've got a camera set up. I have all of that. I can do stuff on the computer. It's just more simple than Instagram. And I've just spent hardly any time over on IG. I post here, but I don't do a whole lot. So I'll be here a little bit, but I'm definitely going to be over on YouTube. So make sure you guys subscribe over there. I know that was a very long version and some of you are probably bored of hearing about it, but, that's what we've been going through. So I just, buy TikTok. I'll continue to put posts up over there and I'll do TikTok shop over there for some of the stuff that I think is worth, selling, that I think is good stuff. But other than that, we're moving on. Oh, Nicole, thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Okay. All right. Next item we've got here. I got the cutest message from somebody. They sent me so every time someone purchases something from me, I have a copy paste message that I send over. And it just says, thank you so much for your order. I will get this shipped out ASAP. If you run into any issues with the delivery of the item or anything else, please reach out so I can help. Thanks so much and have a great day. It's just my little keyword shortcut thing I send out to everybody. So I sent that out and the message I got back was, thank you so much. I'm so excited to get this. I really hope it's going to help my dog because it's driving me crazy. I have barkers too. So I totally feel that and totally get that. We actually have little collars that we put on the pups when they go outside and it beeps at them. So if they're barking and losing their minds in the backyard, it's like beep, beep, and beeps at them and they hate it. And it has definitely helped with the barking situation. So I'm hoping this will help this person. You goat this. Oh, come on. I mean, they are really cute stickers. All right, so we're going to put these in. We're going to tape this up and send it on its way. Here we go. The things we pick up at garage sales, right? Okay. And I'm just going to put this in a little Amazon-y bag. Oh, Amazon, because I can say Amazon in here. Put it on an Amazon bag. And we're going to send it on its merry way to our friend here with the barking dog that I sincerely hope ends up not having a barking dog because, oh my goodness, that is such a nightmare. All right, I'm going to show, there's a lot of people here that probably haven't seen this little trick that I do, if you're watching me over on IG. So what I do is once I put an item in the bag, instead of cutting off the top, what you can do is just take and fold this down, right? So you're folding inside of where the item is, and then you can just wrap this. You immediately have a smaller item, and on top of that, you also have double extra padding on it. So I am all about that. I am all about saving the money and doing the hacks to make things easier. That is for sure. Okay. And I do have the chat open too over on YouTube in case you guys are wondering, so I can see it if you ask any questions, comments, thoughts, and ideas. Okay, so let's get this weighed here. This is under a pound, so we're going to ship it straight from eBay. And we're looking at 0 pounds, 9 ounces. And we are going to, we don't really need to include the extra little poly measurement at the end. So we're just going to call it 10 by 7 by 2. All right. And this person is going to Janet in Colorado. And Janet paid $5.99. We're paying $5.31. So made a couple little cents on that. And I don't remember where I even got this. I think I got it at a garage sale, but who knows? Nadia, welcome in. Have to get back to work, but hope you have a lovely Friday. Nicole, I hope you have a lovely Friday too. So, and don't forget, guys, I will be live all day tomorrow on Whatnot. So we're going to be starting it at around 8 o'clock in the morning. I'll start it even earlier if I wind up getting to the sales earlier or whatnot. But all day long, we are going to be garage sailing. We are going to be running items from the car. So like, it's a great way, great time for you to be able to get stuff if you're a reseller or if you just want to be able to get cool items at a huge discount. So that's going to be, that is going to be fun. All right, going back here. Okay, next thing we've got is one of the weirdest things I've ever sold. So when my mom passed away, she had a bunch of stuff from my grandpa's from when he passed away. So it just kind of keeps getting left down to the next person in line, which is me. And I found this in some old papers that they had. And I was like, I don't know if it's worth anything, but I'm going to put it up on eBay. Now, I put this up on eBay like 2 years ago. I just put it up. I didn't even remember I even still had this. But thanks to Nifty, it's been delisted and relisted the item. So what it is, it's really kind of cool. It's an RCA manual. It's got like all the cool old pictures in it. And then it's got the schematics for like what is in the RCA. It says for technicians only in the corner. So just kind of a cool and unusual piece. I have sold stuff like this before, assuming a lot of times it goes to either collectors, but a lot of times it'll end up on like TV sets or movie shows or not movie shows, television shows or movies, just as like background things or stuff like that. I've sold a lot of like weird little vintage things that you can tell that's where it's going to because of the address. This one looks like it's just going to an actual person. This one's going to Skylar in Missouri. So we are going to put this in something. I think I have a little cardboard here because I don't want it to bend on him. Let's see. I save everything. When you're a reseller, you save literally everything. And I save literally everything. Because I will reuse just about anything for shipping and packing. So this is like a box. When I go to sales and there's shoe boxes, a lot of times I will just pick up the shoe boxes that are there. Because I either use them for packing, or I use them in case I find a pair of shoes that are like Nikes. Like I will pick up any Nike box because you can get, by the way, you can get like the labels on the side of Nike boxes that have like, what size and stuff they are on them. If you take a heat gun, like this one here, let me grab it. If you take a heat gun like this, so it just heats up like where the sticker is, you can get these through our Amazon link. This is one I like. You could use a blow dryer too. It just takes a little bit longer. The heat gun's really fast. You use the heat gun on the side of the Nike box. Don't get it too close. And then you can peel that sticker off. Then you can just take your finger and a little bit of Goo Gone, get the stickies off. And then boom, you've got a brand new Nike box to put a pair of Nikes you have in there to sell them in box. So I do that with Nikes. I do that with, let's see, what else have I done that? What other box? I did it with a pair of Adidas. I've done it with, what do you call it? Soccer shoes, cleats. So why not, right? Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're just going to get this snuggled in here. So I'm going to take my little scoring tool here. Oh, where is my little scoring tool? Oh my God. Justin, where's my scoring tool? Is it in? Oh, never mind. I found it. Just kidding. All right. And what I'm going to do is I am going to just score this here. These are also in my link. I don't get no money for talking about these. Some dude makes these over on eBay. And I swear they are the best scoring tool that you can get. I have ordered multiples before I found this one. We had ordered ones from Amazon. And every single scoring tool that I got broke. Every single one. So I am more than happy to brag about this, dudes, because they're amazing. So what I'm doing here is I am just using this box. Because you know why? Because we're cheap and we want to save money. And I don't want this to arrive bent. I learned that lesson when I first started doing reselling. I had a cookbook that was like a drink mixing cookbook that we had gotten, and it had a plastic hardcover, and I didn't put enough cardboard in it. And the post office person literally like bent the whole thing and literally creased this thing. The person had to wind up putting it over a hot sink or hot pan or something. And it was just like, it was just a nightmare. And they got it undone, but it was just like, I felt really bad. I think I wound up doing like a partial refund or something. I can't even remember. But anyways, long story short, make sure you're putting cardboard. And then you don't have to worry about them, the stuff getting bent as easily. So we're going to do that. Donut give up. It says this one, donut give up. And we're just going to slide that there and there. And then we're just going to put this in a little poly bag. And we'll probably have to put it in two. So we'll go one this way with it, and then we'll go the other direction with it. And then boom, done. Now, I did not sell this thing for much. The story is when I first started doing reselling, so if you guys are newer resellers, I don't know, do we have any newer resellers in here? When I first started doing reselling, my biggest concern was just being able to get reviews, right? So you're a new reseller, people are leery to purchase from you, and they don't see any reviews, so they're like, is this a real person? And so because of that, I wanted to get reviews. So I was putting anything and everything up. I was selling $2 items, whatever I could do to get reviews. And this was one of the things I put up for that because of that. So you guys are going to laugh when I tell you how much is this sold from. This is too much. All right, so you got 3 ounces. And then let's take a look here. We got 11 by 6. So funny. 11 by 4. Okay, so this is going to Skylar. Skylar paid $4.87. And oh no, the shipping's right. And the shipping's $4.63. So we made a total profit of like $4 on this. But hey, you gotta start somewhere, and that was the whole purpose of these. I just can't even believe I still had this. I completely forgot I even had this. So this is going to our friend Skylar over in Missouri. This old school crazy little pamphlet thing. I even am going to put one of these little stickers on this little do not bend handle with care in the hopes that it will get to him without them bending it and sticking it in a mailbox. We are going to find out. Here we go. It's so funny. We made $4, honey! We're making $4. Hey, that $4 can buy us 4 vintage pieces, 4 vintage items at a garage sale and make us lots of bucks. So, all right. That's got to be the least expensive order I've done in probably like years. Okay, so next thing we've got here is a shirt that y'all may have remembered me wearing on our Whatnot show. I wore this shirt for the which one was it? It was like, hey, my name's David. I party. Do you even party? It was that little kitschy antiques vintage stuff show. I wore this shirt for that. And then I popped it in the wash and put it back up for sale. So that's what we do, right? I mean, that's the best way to get a costume is just look what you got in your inventory. All right, so this is a Chubby's button-down kangaroo pineapple print short sleeve with the keyword resort in there. If you guys haven't had a chance to get our keywords list, who's gotten our keywords list? I use it every day. It's in my notes. I'll show you. It's right here. I use it literally every day. There we go. There they are. There's all of them. That's what I use every day to sell all of my items. All right, here we go. We are going to get the shipping label for this. This should be under £1, so we'll go ahead and ship it straight from eBay. This is going to be 8 ounces, and we've got, let's take a look here. We are paying $4.62 to ship this. This is going to Seth in Florida. Seth paid $5.99 to ship it, covers the buck I paid for it, for a total profit after fees of about $18. Not bad, yo. In the mail today says just one more. Yay! Yeah, I know everyone that got them on Whatnot unfortunately had to wait. That's why I was a little, everybody got a discount. You got a discount, but it means you got to wait a couple days. Just one more, you might be the last person. We, on Whatnot, they require you to ship something out. You have to ship a good. You can't just ship imagination. And so we had to ship them as a QR code in order to be compliant with how they ask you to do it over on Whatnot. So everybody that came to the Whatnot was like, oh, everyone else is getting the keywords before me. And it's like, I mean, you got a discount. You got to pay less. So I guess you gotta wait. But just one more, you might be the last person. Which, by the way, just one more shout out to her. She's been helping us mod on some of our Whatnot shows, and it's been great. So, all right. Hey, Jess, do we have ground turkey?
Yeah.
Can you make some up so I can have it with my salad? All right. Okay, let's see. All right, next thing I've got, this is kind of a funny story. So what this is, I'm not going to open this again because I already shipped this once. So this got shipped to a customer, and they had put in, I guess, their address wrong or something, and so it got sent back to me. So I messaged the customer, and I just said, hey, I just wanted to let you know that your item has gotten shipped back. You know, can you confirm your address with me? And the address looked right. I think what it was is they forgot to put their suite on it. And so I messaged them and I said, hey, you know, your item has been returned. I'm really sorry. You know, I can refund you. And you're not actually required to do this on eBay. You don't have to. You don't even have to refund people. But core values says I want to do that. So I said, hey, I can send you a refund minus the original shipping. And the message I got back was like, well, I still want the item. I don't think it's fair. I'm going to have to pay for shipping again. And I kind of figured out the best way to describe this, because what customers don't understand. So logically, you're like, well, I paid $25 for it and I didn't get it in the mail, so I want my shipping refunded. Well, the problem is you got to try to get that money back from the post office, and you're not going to get it back from the post office. One, you're not going to get it back. But two, you're not going to get it back because you screwed up your address. That's not going to happen, right? So this is how I explained it to the person. And I think I finally put it in a way that makes sense to the customer, because I've come across this quite a few times. And so here's what I say. When you purchase an item for $20 plus $5 shipping, the total is $25. $5 of that goes to the post office, and the other $20 is split between myself and eBay. Since the address was incorrect, I don't have that $5 to refund you. That is something you'd have to get from the post office. However, due to the incorrect address, I do not believe that they would refund you. Does that make sense? And the person was like, oh, okay, I get it. Because people just think that we're getting that money. We're not getting that money. That money is going to USPS or UPS. Has nothing to do with me. So I put it that way, and I think that the person was able to get it, understand it. So anyways, so we're reshipping this. It's a little Toy Story toy. The amount of work I've had to put in for a $16 order has been crazy, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay. I don't mind. I'm just happy that they're going to get their Toy Story toy. If this wasn't old and it wasn't so cool, I would be more salty. But so we get 9 by 7 by, I better call that 4. 974. And they paid the exact amount for shipping that we're going to set out. So perfect. So, and then this one I can see that they put their sweet in here. So that looks like that was the issue. So we're going to purchase this and send it on its way. Hip, hip, hooray. Hip, hip, hooray. Hip, hip, hooray. Alrighty. Oh, I'm happy. It was a good surprise. Yeah, just one more. So for those of you that have gotten that keywords list from us, my advice would be to put it in the notes in your phone, right? So if you've got an iPhone, I'll just show you guys how I do this. So when I'm listing, I just have my notes pulled up. On an iPhone, if you click over here up in the corner where the 3 dots are, you can then click on Find and Note. And if you type in, let's just say Western, it'll take you right down to the section where the Western is. Then you can just hold it, copy it, and then just whatever part of that you want to copy for your keywords, just hold down on that, copy it, and then put it in your notes. That is how I do it. Now, for me, when I do my listing, I do it on my iPad because I do it through Nifty. So I've got my notes and my photos pulled up. I've got my listings pulled up. Boom, done, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So that's how I do it. It'll just save you a little bit of time. You could do keyword shortcuts for every one of the aesthetics. It would just be kind of crazy to remember. So I don't do it that way. I just copy and paste it and put it in. So hope that helps you out. All right, so this is going back to our friend here. Let's make sure, probably put a little bit more tape on it here, just in case, because it's already been opened once. I think we're good, but let's just retape it again. Boom, shakalaka, done. All right. Hopefully they get their Toy Story item this time, and they don't have to, I don't have to get it back again. Okay, let's see. Our next item is, this is a fun one. All right, so y'all will remember I went garage selling a couple weeks ago. I found what I thought at the time was an authentic pair of Junko jeans. However, I mean, I saw him at the garage sale. I said, how much do you want? He said $3. I put stuff on a pile and I left, and I wasn't really paying attention. When I got home and I went to look inside, I noticed this care tag. And that care tag screams to me absolutely not authentic. So here's what I decided to do. Because I knew that these would still sell, whether they were authentic Junkos or not. I knew that they would sell just based on the style of them. So what I did is I created a listing where I didn't say Junko in them. It said loose, baggy, wide leg denim jeans, skate size 36-21, skater retro rave. So, and then in the listing itself, I wrote, these are not Junko jeans, but instead of just writing Junko, I put Junko and jeans together. That way I don't have to worry about getting a zero for saying something that isn't authentic. Let me explain. When you are selling an item, let's say that you're selling a biker shirt and you put in the listing Harley Davidson, but it's not Harley Davidson. Because of that, you can get a ding because you're trying to sell something and have it look like it's a different item. Now, you can use the word Harley Davidson squeezed together. So Harley and then Davidson without a space, because technically that's a completely different word than Harley space Davidson. So with these, I wrote, these are not Junko jeans. Then I got a message from a guy that said, bro, why are, because everyone thinks I'm a guy on all of my apps. If all the ladies out there, you guys probably get this too. Well, why are you selling this for, these were so cheap. Those are like $200 pants. And I'm like, dude, they're duperoonies. They're not, they're fake ears. They're not the realies. Like, And he's like, oh, okay, I'm bought him anyways. So great. I spent $3 and we sold them for 45 bucks. Not bad, because he can wear them. People can think he's wearing actual Junkos and he's not. And I can still make $42 on that. So this says, you're a big cheese. Ow, Lord. So not too shabby for an item that I probably should have gotten, no money for. So, and I was happy to get them sold. I probably could have even held out and gotten more, but I just wanted them in my inventory and out of my inventory because I didn't want to give eBay or anything any reason to tell me that they're not. So we're going to get the shipping label. Now, these are going to be over £1. These are going to Fatima in California. These are over £1. So we're going to go ahead and ship these out of Pirate Ship because it will be way less expensive on my end. So I can actually probably make a little bit of money on the shipping. So we're going to put these here. These are going to be 10 by 10 and probably 2 pounds. 111. Yeah, if these were real Junkos, they would have been like 2 pounds, 4 ounces. These are 1 pound, 10 ounce. It's like, these are not real. Yeah, the second I saw that care tag, I was like, uh-oh. That's okay. Hey, I've got another pair up too that are embroidered. We're still going to make money. So we're paying $8.48 for the shipping. She paid $8.99, so we made a little money on that. And we made a little money on our fake ears. Thrifty! I see you over there. Oh, good. I'm glad it helps you. Good. Good to see you. My friend Thrifty is here. All right, putting these out. These are going UPS. And we will send them on their way. Hey, Jess, can you grab me some water? I forgot to get water, and I am thirsty. All right, so there is that. Putting that there. Okay. Oh, still recovering on my back. I can still feel that every once in a while there. Got to be careful at the garage sales tomorrow. Okay, so we're going to take and put this over into eBay with our tracking number. And then we will move right along. All right, save and continue. Dee's here! Yay! What you doing, Dee? I was thinking, you guys. So I've been thinking about something. I think instead of streaming over here on Instagram for these for now on, I think I'm going to start streaming my shipping stuff on Whatnot. What do you guys think? Thoughts on that? Because I have a pretty good sized Instagram following. It's just not a lot of people watch Instagram lives. And I was thinking it'd be a great way for me to build up the Whatnot community and hang out. So yeah, I'm thinking I may start doing that. Thrifty Swifty says, yeah, I mean, why not, right? That's what I'm thinking. So I think this will probably be the last day I stream this on IG. I think I'll just do YouTube and then Whatnot. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. After hanging out with Dee yesterday, we hung out on Whatnot for quite a while, and it's like, you know what? What's wrong with using this platform for something other than just selling the items? I think it's a great way to get to know people, and like Dee and I were both talking about how we're the kind of sellers that like we like to like chit chat and hang out and talk and have a good time and get to know people. I love knowing who you guys are and being a part of that. And so, yeah, I think I am going to do that. I think it's just, Coley says do it. Yeah, I think it's just a great way to be able to kind of connect with everybody. And like, people are more talkative and stuff over there too, which is great. Would it be utterly fantastic? Oh my Lord, Justin, you guys see this one? You got to bring me some water before I die of thirst. And I got to show you this sticker because it's absolutely adorable. So this is a Travis Matthew shirt. Now, Travis Matthew is interesting. Travis Matthew a year ago, I think, depending on the print and the size, you could get closer to 20 to 30 for their items. I feel like my Travis Matthew stuff now is selling for between like 15, 16 to like 20 to 5, depending on the size. Now, specialty pieces are different. Like I sold on, oh, thank you. Look at it. Wait, you guys see it. Henny. Utterly fantastic. Oh, did you see him? Oh, that's right. You did shipping last week by yourself. I keep forgetting that. He's like, I haven't forgot that. So, yeah, he agrees. All right, I think I'm going to start doing that. So, with the Travis Matthew, I sold one that had like pockets, long sleeve, 3/4 zip. Like that one you're going to get more for. But this one is just kind of a plain one. Now, it is a collab with the Chive, which is cool if anyone knows what the Chive is. But they definitely just don't sell for quite as much as they were. So if you're like thrift shopping, if you're in a thrift store, like if I see this for $1 or $2 at a garage sale, I'm picking them up all day. But like if you're at the thrift store, a lot of the thrift stores are pricing Travis Matthews up at like $12.99. I would not pick it up. What is up, Lisa? Good to see you. Something that has been selling like hotcakes, and I'm so glad that Surf actually put a post up about this today, which is so funny because I put a post up about this like a week ago or something. Both of us have noticed that FootJoy has been like a crazy comeback right now. I don't know because it's golf season or what's up, but FootJoy is like all my FootJoy stuff is selling so fast right now. It's really crazy. Like I had like 10 or 15 FootJoy pieces up. I think I only have like 4 left or something. Like pretty wild. So, K-Way, what you doing? K-Way, what you doing? K-Way, what you doing? You know what, K-Way, you came in just as I was bragging about Surf. I mean, he's got to come in. He's got to say something. He's like, oh, that guy? Not that guy. Yeah, so this little Travis Matthews going to Dylan in California. He paid $6 for shipping. We're paying $5.49. I paid $1 for it at a garage sale, and it sold for $16. I think I could have gotten closer to $20 for this one, but the Travis Matthew tags are famous for this. The fade. They need to do a better job with their tags. They always fade. Yo, what's up? What is up, my friend? I actually put up a post about a polo jacket. I sold a banger polo jacket the other day. All of my polos, by the way, guys, I am doing all my polos, pretty much all my sweaters and jackets, where I'm focusing on the top portion of the image. If you look on my eBay or anywhere, you'll see it. I'm focusing on the top portion. I would easily say that my items where I'm just focused on like let's just take this little denim and flower, for instance, little denim and flower viscose here. I am just showing this portion of it in the photo from like my arm up. And I would easily say that my items that are photographed like that have a 50% or more chance of selling faster than the ones that don't. So I've started doing it with a lot of my pants too. So I'm just focusing on that back pocket and the tag. I'm focused on here. All my graphic tees, like if I was selling this graphic tee, I would focus just on this back section, really getting in there and really zooming in on that. So, thank you to K-Way and Surf, of course, for encouraging me to do that and for kind of taking the reins and doing that because it definitely, so here it is right here. This is our Polo Golf Ralph Lauren jacket, full zip and extra large with a leather interior nubuck throat latch. Can you even with that? And this sold for, let's take a look here, $56 over on the Bay. 56. Probably could have gotten a little over 60 for this one. However, y'all know me, I'm a turn and burn seller. Get it in the inventory and get it out of the inventory as fast as you can. If I could sell everything on Whatnot and just never list an item again, I would probably do that. And we'll probably move towards that in the future for sure. All right. This little sticker says, you're the zest. And it's an orange. I mean, can you even? Kaylee, we were just talking too about how, so Dee and I did a Whatnot like chit chat yesterday. And we were talking about how we, just really love selling on Whatnot. We're having fun. I mean, remember how nervous I was at the beginning? Oh my Lord. I think I messaged Kaylee like 400 times, but we were so nervous about it. And now it's like, I just love being over there. So, I got bananaed on TikTok. No more live for me. They may give it back to me tomorrow after my 2-week period. I'm just over it. I don't even want to deal with it anymore. And so I think what I'm going to start doing for all my shipping videos and hanging out is continue to do them on YouTube, but I'm also going to start doing them over on Whatnot. and just do the chit chat hangout. I think it's a great way to build the community. And I've watched you do it too. You know, we're doing an all day. Oh my gosh, this is the first one I've done like this. We're doing an all day. I was going to Michael and Kennewick. That's my old stomping grounds. All day garage sale tomorrow. So we're starting it at like 8. I'm going to start my whatnot up at 8 in the morning and kind of go into the afternoon. We're going to do an all day garage sale and just sell things out of the car. Cause I am hoping at some point to literally just do everything on whatnot. If I knew I had the audience to get what I need to get on the items, to be able to just do that full time on whatnot, I would. I still got to list some stuff on eBay and stuff because I got to make that money, honey. But yeah, I'm down. I love it so much. I can't believe it took me as long as it did to just, to just do it. I just was so nervous and worried about the shipping, which, I mean, it has been interesting, but I'm just doing the K-way now. I was trying to save everybody tons of money, and I just wound up eating it in the end. So we are doing the priority, baby. Got to get back to shopping. Do it, D. Do it, D. All right, so this person paid $8.99 for shipping. We're paying $8.77. Made about 20 cents on that. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Coley, what does that say? Coley says, I'm opening my most recent WM purchase from you right now. That would be the hat. Dude, y'all got some scores on those hats. I am very excited about that. We were able to get some really nice hats in your guys' hot little hands. And I'm happy to not have to photograph and do all of that. You know what it is? I don't mind the photographing. Y'all know I don't mind the photographing. I don't mind the moving around part of this. It is the sitting at my iPad and listing. I mean, thankfully, having Nifty has been such a godsend because it does, 50% of the work for me. But I still got to put in the price and research the item and do all that kind of stuff. And I'm just sitting there. And it is so hard with my ADHD to just sit in one spot. It's like torture for me. I even got this little clock here now that's in my room so that I can see what time it is. And I'll be like, okay, Charity, you just got to sit here for 1 hour. Sit for 1 hour and get these things up because it's just so hard for me to do that. Did you get a tiny sticker, Coley? Because Justin did the shipping. I'm just wanting to see if, you probably did. You probably did. Unless he was like, I don't want Coley to have a tiny sticker and like put a bigger one in or something. I'm not sure. But he did all that shipping. Because you guys know, I was living the back life. Like I was in my bed with pillows stuffed around me, alternating heat and ice, just staring at the ceiling and watching TV. I watched the entire series of The Connors from season 1 to season 6. That is how long I sat there and laid in bed. It was so miserable and I hated it. I would get in the hot tub, get back in bed, get in the hot tub, stretch, get back in bed. Justin would do a massage, get back in bed. It was, I don't want to do that again. I don't want to do that. It was way too much sitting. Okay, so we're going to put the tracking number in here. And here we go. Oh, you got Orange, you amazing. You got a tiny sticker. I love it. Knitting Bam, welcome in. Swifty says, I paid for the year of Pendo. Oh, no. Thrifty, see if you message them. Message them, girl, message them and just say, yo, I am unhappy with your platform, for whatever your reasons are. Mine was, it wasn't delisting items off of Poshmark. It was constantly disconnecting from Poshmark and Mercari. The offer settings, I couldn't do the offers unless I bought the year subscription. And I was like, absolutely not. It was not sending out the offers on 2 of the platforms, even for the time when you got the free trial of that. And my Mercari would not reconnect. Literally wouldn't reconnect. And so I was just like, I'm over it. Yeah, it's really frustrating. So if I were you, and I'm not you, but if I were you, I would just shoot him a message and just be like, I am really unhappy with this. This is not working out for me for whatever your reasons are. And see if they'd be willing to do a refund for you. They may fight you on it, girl, sometimes you just got to ask for the manager when it comes to stuff like this, and it's a legitimate reason, because I know you're probably having issues with it. I was having issues with it. And that's coming from someone who really did support Vendu for a long time. I really loved them. They were a husband and wife, really easy to talk to at the beginning, and then something changed within their situation, and I just became really unhappy. So when I left them, I was able to, I think I'm going to 90% say that I remember this happening. I think I got a little small refund when I disconnected from them. I think. Don't quote me on that. I want to say I did, but who knows? I know it's frustrating. My Depop and Macrae will connect, yeah. And I think the most frustrating part about it too, Thrifty, was that we went back and forth trying to figure out how to get my Macari to connect. I went through every hoop. I did a reset. I did all of this stuff. Literally at the end of it, the message was, well, we're so sorry this is happening, and we hope in the future to be able to help you to connect yours to the Macari. And I'm like, yo, we ain't going future. Like, I need this now. And I will say this, Steph, Nifty is not just a little bit better. It's like all the better. And I'm telling whoever's not doing this yet, I get it, but like having the AI find the items for you and create the listings, even if you're not using the AI writing, because I'm not, but just having it find the items and start the titles and get it in drafts for you just makes it so easy. Let me show you guys. For those of you that have not had an opportunity, I have some stuff in my drafts right now because there are things that I like forgot a chest measurement or something, and I have to go in today and get that figured out. So I'm going to go over to drafts. So you will see all of these things that are in drafts right now. AI has just created those for me. So they use all the different search engines. They use eBay and Depop. They pull from that. They find the item and create a title for you. Now, I wind up messing with mine a little bit, but the fact that it fills out the majority of the stuff, like all of this weird stuff, all of the weird little spec things that you don't want to have to put in, like what country it's from, what the model name is, what the material is, the features, all of that stuff, it auto puts that in there for you. So it's so much easier. So I would definitely message them stuff, and if nothing else, at least use mine or another reseller's referral link so that you can get the 7 days free on Nifty and then get the 15% off the first month. I legit dread listing right now, partially because I'm a lot more focused on WN, but also because Vendu's a headache. I know. I hear you. It's the same thing for me. It was really hard for me to switch. It was really hard for me to switch. And when I did, I'm just like, I wish I would have done it sooner, but we're never living in regrets, right? I just got an offer on Depop, guys. Give me just a second here. We always stop for offers. All right, let's see. This is a Lucky Brand Black Watch Plaid. I have it for sale for $16.76, which means the most I'll offer is 20% off, which would be $3.20. Call it $3.54 at the push. So the least I would want to do is probably like around $12.50. They're offering $12.82. We're going to accept this. Now on Depop, here is something that I do. I have in my keywords this little like cheat sale thing here, a little keyword shortcut, and it pops that up. And it says, offer accepted. Once payment is applied, I can get this shipped out ASAP. If you add another item from our store to your cart and purchase it at the same time as this, you get free shipping on the second item. Now, I have it set up on my Depop that the person just pays the most expensive shipping. So if they get like 2 shirts, they're going to pay the most expensive shipping, and then the other item ships free. But since I bundle my stuff together, it doesn't cost me anything because it winds up being about the same weight or weight-ish. And it encourages people to buy another item. Not everyone does that, but hey, I also like doing the offer accepted thing because then that way they've sent out the offer. I have messaged them back because why? So, Depop is a social media platform that just happens to sell things. You have to be willing to communicate within the Depop chat to get stuff sold over there. Also, your keywords file is such a blessing. Thank you so much for putting it together and sharing with all of us. Thrifty Swifty, you are so welcome. I am so stinking happy that you guys all are loving it. I am getting so much good feedback about it. I'm just so sorry it took me so long. It took me a long time to get them put in and get it all alphabetized and get it organized, because how it looked before for me is most of those keywords were up here, which of course now I'm saving time copy and pasting instead of writing them out, but it was all just jumbled. There was no, that's how my brain works. There was no rhyme or reason. So anyway, I appreciate the compliment. Thank you very much. And I'm really happy that you're loving it. It definitely, I really do believe that the keywords help get stuff sold. I use those keywords also when I'm doing Whatnot shows. So Steph, when you're doing those shows, don't be afraid to say some of those keywords, because the search engine and Whatnot's vocal recognition can hear those words, and it helps to push it out to accounts for people that are looking to purchase stuff on Whatnot in the Buy It Now section. So it'll just bump you up on the algorithmic front panel. So, all right. Next thing we've got here, you guys know, if I see denim and it's embroidered and it's vintage, you know I'm gonna pick it up. It sells every single time. There is no way it does not sell. I love all embroidered denim. So I picked this puppy up here for like $1 or $2 at a garage sale, and it sold for, I think this sold for like 27 bucks over on Depop. The great thing about anything with denim is the more embroidery, the more you're gonna make. The gaudier it is and crazier it looks, the more you're gonna get. And this is a good example of something that sold because of probably the keywords. I had flower core, cottage core, teacher, granny core, grandma, sweet precious, summer vibes, like all sorts of things in here, which I'm sure is why it got sold. And this is going to, oh wow, so crazy. This is going to Bothell. It says Bothell, US, but I think it's supposed to be Bothell, Washington. So I'm going to have to change that on the label. Good thing I'm catching that, because another reseller wouldn't know that. I know that because this address is literally about 8 minutes from where my son lives. So that's so crazy. Honey, I'm shipping something right next to Isaiah. 2 things today. So crazy. All right, so we're going to put this in a bag and get it shipped off. You're welcome. Lexi B, welcome in. Good to see you. Okay, so this is going to go over into, I ship all of my stuff from Depop over in Pirate Ship. I know not everybody has that option, but we do. So I'm going to put this in here. Ooh, I can smell that ground turkey making. I'm such a weirdo. I'm so in love with ground turkey that has like Berea and Southwest seasonings in it. I make a big salad up, and then I put a little bit of that on top and a little bit of like a light daisy sour cream and a little avocado, a little taco salad without the carbs. You guys, I know I don't talk too much about this, but I am having a super proud moment today. I have officially, as of today, lost 38 pounds. So exciting. I do miss donuts, and I miss chips, and I miss potatoes, and I miss chicken sandwiches, and I miss all that stuff so much. But it was time to get my health in action, and I was having like weird heart palpitations and stuff. Sometimes it takes, I know some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Sometimes it takes that little health thing to be like, you gotta get your life together. So I'm feeling pretty proud today. This is the smallest I have been in many years. So thanks, Diz. I appreciate that. It's just, I'm trying to do it in a way that is not making me feel like I'm missing out on stuff. So like, I mean, I've cut out refined carbs altogether, but I had to because of my heart palpitation things. But I've just been trying to like, I I realize, honestly, if I'm being totally honest, like I realized I just was like overeating in the amount that I was eating. Justin and I both were doing it. And I think we were talking about this the other night. Justin and I both grew up like in severe poverty. We both come from families that don't have very much money. My mom cleaned houses for a living. He comes from a blue collar family. Like we just didn't have a lot of money. And so we just didn't have a lot of food. And we couldn't go out to eat and do all these, nice things that you get to do as an adult. And I think because of that, there was this mentality of like, you have to clean your plate. If there's food in the house, you eat it. Don't ever waste anything. Like just this, like, I don't know if anybody would even understand what I'm saying. But that's what it was like. It was like all the time, this like feeling bad if anything ever got thrown out or we didn't eat enough. Like, so, I mean, when you grow up on food stamp hamburger, government cheese, week-old Oven Joy bread, and what we called mystery cans, which were cans in the cabinet that didn't have any labels on them. That's what I grew up with. And so that's kind of the situation. I don't even know how I got on that, but anyways, moving right along. Thank you so much, Steph. I appreciate that. Yeah, Coley says, since having the stroke, I'm on a diet of pills around food. Yeah, I hear ya. Making it a healthy switch definitely keeps you focused. I gave up chicken and beef last year due to digestive issues. Ooh, Diz, that is tough. Are you doing like mainly, are you doing like vegan then? That's tough. And Coley, are you doing vegan stuff too? Or are you just, doing mainly like veggie stuff? Dude, Coley works at a donut shop. I don't know how you do that. My problem is it's like a self-control issue. Like I'll find, if we have that stuff in the house, I'll find myself snacking on it without even realizing I'm snacking on it. I'll just go in and I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing? Like, I don't know if anybody else has that problem, but like if it's in the house, I have like, I just do it without even thinking. Like, I'm not like that with other stuff in my life. Like, I'm not like that with like, I don't eat tons of sweets, but I love like salty foods. So if it's like popcorn, just like around bags of Smart Food or chips, potatoes, any of that, sour candies, sour stuff, like, oh my God, and donuts. But if it's any of that stuff, I just have the hardest time just not eating it. So just don't keep it in the house. And here we go. So, all right, perfect. Mark as shit. We buy, resell, repeat. That's a great name, actually. All right. So that is one of the Depop. The other Depop item here, this is something that I did not want to sell. But I sold it because Dizzy knows. Dizzy lives up where I live. It's hot here. We're in Texas. It's always hot in Texas. It's like, and I'm just warm all the time anyways. Like, you guys know, I literally live in shorts year round. And so I decided to get rid of this. I found it at a garage sale and I wanted to keep it so bad, but I just won't wear it. It'll just end up in my closet with the other like 10 hoodies I have. But this is so me. It's like disgusting. It is a Walking Dead hoodie and it's from 2012. Look at this this is what I always call these the silk jersey tags. So they have like a silky feel to them. The silk jersey tags, 2012. And it has "Don't Open, Dead Inside." This is from episode 1 of The Walking Dead, which is like one of my favorite shows of all time. I am not a huge horror movie person unless it's zombie stuff. If it's zombie stuff, I am all in. Or like more cartoony horror stuff. Like I like that too. I don't like the like super hardcore stuff because it scares the pants out of me. But I love The Walking Dead. So I'm happy that someone is going to get this because it is such a cool hoodie and I just wouldn't have worn it. Plus it's a large and it's going to be too big for me now. So you're a peach. Look at that. You're a peach. Oh my gosh. Coley says, I'm on a low cholesterol. Okay, yeah, low cholesterol, low sodium, and low sugar. Yeah, we don't know what causes stroke, so they're treating me like everything caused it. So Coley, we did that with my mom for quite a few years, and we just did like basically like the renal diet is what we had her on. And I will say she had been having like multiple strokes, and then Justin and I came to take care of her and got her on a really good diet, got her on the, every correct meds, correct all of that. And she didn't have any more strokes. So, I mean, obviously I'm not a doctor. I can't tell you that's what's going to help, but doing that, really helped. I got a great cookbook, man. If I still had it, I'd just send it to you. I don't think I have it anymore. If I come across, I'll send it to you. It is a cookbook. It was, an Instapot renal cookbook, which was great. Really good recipes in there. So tasty, so delicious. And it's interesting now because I don't salt my foods as much as I used to. Like, I used to salt probably pretty heavily. And then after living with her, I think we just got used to it, like, and stopped doing salt. Plus, after the second time I got the Ronas, my taste buds got, like, really sensitive to, like, pepper and salt sometimes. It only really happens if I'm, like, maybe feeling something coming on. I'll get, like, really sensitive. So I've just gotten kind of used to it. Dizzy says, understandable. I'm mostly gluten-free, dairy-free as well. I'm a joy to go out to eat with. Diz, I'm in the same boat. Like, when I go out to eat, it's, like, pretty much impossible. So I don't do a ton of dairy. I can do sour cream. I can do yogurt. And gosh, that's just about it. Hard cheeses. But anything else, like, I can't do milk or ice cream or anything like that. I don't really eat much beef, and I can eat it once in a while. Once in a while, I gotta have a steak, or a burger. And then I'm not eating any bread, no refined carbs. So it's like, what do you have when you go out to eat with people? Like, what are you gonna eat? Like, there's just nothing. Like, I mean, everything's pretty much out. So it's definitely interesting. It's interesting. Hey, just think of all the money we're saving by not going out to eat, right? Yeah, Coley, if I come across that, it may be some of my old stuff, but if I come across it, I'll definitely send it out to you. Okay, let's see. So we're going to ship this. So, we sold this for $54. So I am happy. This is going to La Jolla in Iowa. It's where my family is kind of originally from. I mean, honestly, most of them are just from, Ireland. So they're from Iowa, but originally Ireland. I am half Irish and half German. All right. Which is why I love to have adult beverages, dance on tables, and I'm super bossy. I'm convinced that's the reason. Okay, we are at 1 pound, 4 ounces. So we've got, let's see, what did they pay for shipping? They paid $7.34. We paid $8.99. So we made our original buck back. I think I paid $1 for this sweatshirt, which is insane. And I did. You know where I think we got this? I think we got this all together. Diz, remember when I was doing that? Coley, you were there too, I think, for that very first thrift live I did at that thrift store, and we didn't realize everything was like half price that day. I think that's when I got this. So maybe it was like $3 or something. Coley says, I'm mostly eating fresh, non-processed foods, and I prepare everything for myself, which is quite the adjustment. I know, it's really weird doing that. All right, Coley, go back to driving. Do not be dangerous. No being dangerous. All right, we're going to buy the label here. Thrifty, you're from Thrifty. We might be related. Are you related to anyone with the last name of Hutchinson? If you are, then we're related. All right, putting that out. It's interesting because my grandpa on my dad's side was adopted, and so it's so crazy in 23andMe. I have so many relatives, but like I wouldn't know who they are because like it was a closed adoption, so we never found out like any information on that. But my grandma, her maiden name was Hutchinson. So we are from the Hutchinsons of Iowa, which is probably why I love potatoes and corn and all of those good things. All those delicious things. All right, so that's going UPS. Yeah, that was a nice little banger on that one. I still have $54. Gotta love those. Okay, going back over to Depop. Let's mark this as shipped. And then next up, I think we got a shirt. We sold quite a bit of stuff. We sold what? I think 10, maybe 15 things in the last like 24 hours. So not bad. Not bad at all. Especially because it's not even payday yet. So that's exciting. Yeah. Dizzy says, I'm Irish, English, Scottish, and German. Dizzy, that is quite possibly, when we were over by where you are, that is quite possibly might be related. Diz. That's highly potential. Irish, English, Scottish, and German. Yeah, that sounds about me. Okay, so we've got unbelievable work. Oh my goodness, people have to just be dying. These little stickers. They're my teacher stickers. They're my teacher stickers. All right, and this is going Depop. This is a little American Eagle polo shirt. These always sell for me. They have like the little 3D kind of embroidered. They're very like frat, very preppy style. America, all American boys, all those keywords help me to sell. I sell a lot of these little Abercrombies. I usually get them for a buck at a garage sale. This one sold for $16.20 over on Depop. And we're going to get it shipped off. We're going to get it shipped. We're going to get it shipped. We're going to get it shipped out to our friend. And he's going to get it and be real happy. Or at least I hope he will be. All right. And we've got 0 pounds, 9 ounces on that. Boom. So our friend Conrad in California paid $5.99 to ship this. We're paying $5.62 for a 28-cent profit, if I did my math right. Everyone in Iowa is somehow related, I feel like, but not that I'm aware of. Hey, Thrifty, if you're in 23andMe, you better look and see if we're related. It could be. We could be long-lost cousins. Thrift_fancy1. What's going on? Welcome in. So if you guys are joining me over on IG, I know you guys probably don't spend a whole lot of time over there, but I am going to be doing lives on Whatnot, and I'm going to be doing them on YouTube mainly. So I don't know that I'll go live over here on Instagram very much, only because I got 2 devices, and I'm going to pick YouTube, and I'm going to pick Whatnot, I think, just for chit-chat. So chit-chatting and hanging out. You want to chit-chat and hang out? I think Whatnot's a great place for that. It's a great place for people to be able to get tips and tricks and all that. We got a lot of resellers over there, so I just think it's a good place to hang out. Or at least that's my opinion. Okay, we're going to put in our mark as shipped here and get this set. Well, I'm glad TT brought us long-lost cousins together. Me too, Thrifty. Me too. I always love coming to your shows. Shout out your Whatnot handle down below too, Steph, so that people can follow you. Make sure you guys are following her. She's great. She's always got like, you have a whole bunch of good stuff, bags and all sorts of good stuff. I've popped into quite a few yours. All right, let's take a look here. I think that's everything over on Depop is all shipped. I think we got 1 Poshmark order. Poshmark is so funny for me because I'll either not sell anything on Poshmark forever, and then it usually comes like boom, boom, boom. So we just shipped out like 4 items on Poshmark the other day. We got another one today. eBay is definitely my top selling platform for sure, though. eBay and Whatnot. Okay, so last but not least, this is a pair of Abercrombie & Fitch. These are the vintage flares. They're not vintage pants, but they're meant to look vintage. They're kind of a small size. I wound up getting took an offer for $16 over on Poshmark for these. I think had these not been so tiny in the waist, we probably could have gotten more like 22 to 23, but they are a very, very tight waist. So they would be the equivalency of what I would say probably like a size 2 or 4. So pretty small. Oh my goodness. Coconutty, says this one. Coconutty. I appreciate you too, Thrift. All right, we're going to get this in here. Now, this is going on Poshmark, so we can automatically just put it into our handy-dandy little Tyvek bag. And then I use these. Where's my little labels? So I normally have these long ones, but I'm waiting for my UPS order to come here because I didn't realize I was almost out. So we're just using the short boy stickers. So what I do is just put one at the end here because these Tyvek labels will not stay closed. These Tyvek bags will not stay closed. Do not trust them to stay closed. They will absolutely not stay closed. And your item will fall out. So normally what I do is I close down the sides or put one long strip across the front. Why don't I just use regular tape? Because I'm cheap and I'd rather use the post office stuff. So we're going to download this here. And then what I do is I just put the label across the front of the bag. So these are going to Joy in Florida. Ooh, Florida's fun. A lot of fun times in Florida. Destin, watercolor, seaside. Chef's kiss. Alrighty. Just one more chapter says 23andMe uncovered so many family secrets from my family. Oh my gosh, seriously? I mean, I wish I knew what my grandpa's, biological last name would be, because I mean, I've got thousands of relatives in there that I just don't know. And on my mom's side, I pretty much know everybody. Like, the family history is pretty strong, we know, but on my dad's side, it's all a mystery. It's a mystery. That is funny, though. I think 23andMe has caused lots of family rifts, but it has caused some criminals, which I like. It's Thrifty Swifty Stephanie on Whatnot too. I have a non-selling live tonight at 9 Eastern, streaming the fireworks at Disney's Magic Kingdom. Oh my Lord! That's amazing. All right, for those of you that are over on YouTube, you can't see this, but Thrifty Swifty Stephanie, so THRIFTY SWIFTIE STEPHANIE, is doing a live over on Whatnot tonight, and she's going to be doing streaming fireworks in the Disney's Kingdom. I love that. That's so amazing. Oh my goodness. That's fantastic. If I'm still awake, I'll have to check it out. I'm an early bird. Although last 2 nights, I did work late last night, because I did a live with Dee for Whatnot for like an hour and a half in the middle of the day. So I'm like, I have to get my listings up. And I had 30 things to get up. So I got my listings up. And then it was like, I got all 30 listed last night on Nifty and got them cross-listed. And then I realized, oh my God, it's like 1 a.m. I was like, this is too late for me. I was way too late for me. All right. I think that is going to be everything for us today. So what do we got going on? So we have Whatnot. Our Whatnot is happening tomorrow. We're going to start it at about 8 o'clock in the morning, and then it's just going to go till whenever. So if you haven't had an opportunity to follow me over there, oh, Jack, come here. Well, I have someone that wants to say hello. Okay, careful of Mama's back. Careful of Mama's back. All right. Everyone, this is Jack. Hey, buddy. I know. He likes to come and say hello. He likes to come into Mama's listing room. Did you get your lunchies? Was it delicious? Oh, there's a good boy. Okay, I got Mama's. Go down gentle. All right. So here's what we got going on. So here's our shows. So we've got one tomorrow, which I just booked. You guys only have 12 other people showing up so far tomorrow too, so that's good for y'all. And I'm going to be doing all day garage sailing, so it'll start at, Thrifty, it'll start at about 8 o'clock in the morning, and then what I'm going to be doing is just running the items as I buy them. So, like, let's say I bought this for $1, I would run it for $3. Let's say I bought this for $5, I'm going to run it for $8. So basically, it'll start at cost, and then Whatnot charges me a fee. I got to pay taxes on the stuff. So I'm just going to at least cover those costs. Then whatever doesn't sell that day, that'll be tons because we get hundreds of stuff when we garage sale. Then the next day on Sunday, this one here, we're going to do like a mega haul. So it'll be stuff I got from the last time we garage sale. I still have some of that. I still have stuff. I have a garage full of stuff. So we're going to be doing that. And then on Tuesday is going to be another music tees t-shirt night. So we're going to have music tees, music related stuff. And it'll be fun. Just one says, I'll be there. Yay! Dizzy says, poor little angel. He's just so abused with his constant pettings and his loves and his obsession by his parrots. So yeah, so make sure you guys pop in there and bookmark those shows for us. Give us a follow. I would appreciate that very, very much. And then, like I said, I don't think I'm going to be doing this streaming on IG. I think we're going to wind up, I think I'm just going to do Whatnot. We're just going to stream from Whatnot for all of our shipping, reseller photography, just chit chat. And I'm going to start doing that over on Whatnot. And then also on YouTube. So make sure you guys, join in. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Oh, Diz just followed. I love that. We're bringing the community together. We're bringing them together. All right, you guys, have a fantastic day. I'm going to go eat my salad. Love y'all. Neglected, I know, right? Love y'all. Peace. See you tomorrow.